Hello guys, I'm gonna resume my GDScript series. So today we're gonna talk about threads. So here I have a simple piece of code, just incrementing from 0 to 99. Remember that's exclusive. And then I'll increase that value by I, and then I say main count and value. So this is just the main thread. This program is running as it is. You just run that. Count up main thread all the way to 99 from 0. And then if you want to use a thread now, say we want to also add to this value, or let's count to this value again, just for the sake of showing other stuff. All we have to do is create a thread. So we say var thread equals thread, thread dot new. Now if we want to do this again, let's create a function with the same code. So let's call it thread function. So thread function, and let's just copy this over and paste it in, back this up. Now if you want to call this function here with the thread, we say thread that's start, and we need to pass that function as a callable. So the thread function without the quotes. Alright, and let's call this thread count. I want to show you something funny, so let's run this again, stop and run. There you go. So we are currently running the thread, and if you look closely, we have a lot of weird stuff going on. So thread count is saying 15 here, main is saying 18 here. So the main usually starts up first, and then the thread count is now saying 1. So that is because the main thread and the thread that we created, it's actually clashing with this value. And that's usually not desired. So the way to fix that, we could use something called a mutex or a semaphore. So let's first go with the semaphore. Okay, so let's call a semaphore semi. So var for semi equals semaphore dot new. Now a semaphore has two functions, one for it to wait and one for it to post. So whichever one we want to wait, we call that function on the thread. So on the main thread, it's called wait right here. So semi dot wait. And on the thread function, it's called semi dot post. After we do what we need to do. So what this will do is it will freeze the main thread here and then runs all of the thread function and then post the thread and allowing the main thread now to continue from where it was waiting and then run its code. So the thread count will run first, then main thread afterwards. So we could test it out. Run. There you go. And so thread count gets called first and then main thread afterwards. If we want to flip that, we could maybe go here, delete this, put wait here, and then put post after we finish that. Save, and now the main thread will finish first and then the thread. Alright, now for mutex is a safer way to do the same thing because you could have things called deadlocks where if you make a mistake calling post too much times and calling wait too much times and not posting the same amount of times, you'll get deadlocks. That's the whole program freezing. So let's go with the mutex now. Call it mute. So var mute equals mutex dot new. Get rid of these. Alright, so for mutex, you have lock and unlock. So mu dot lock and mut.unlock. So what this does is it locks this thread and prevents other threads from calling lock. So this wouldn't do anything if we don't do the same thing down here. So let's also call mute.lock here as well. Lock, and then mute.unlock. So now, because the ready function calls lock first, this is gonna get stuck here and it's gonna wait until it's unlocked when it does its lock and then run its code, then unlock it again. The way to synchronize what you want to run first and second, stuff like that. So if we run this, the main thread will call first and then the second thread afterwards. So let's look at that. So that's it for the most part. So if you want to now combine the threads, you need to call wait to finish. So let's do that on exit, exit 3, then say thread dot wait to finish. This combines the thread to the main thread. And you could do checks too, because whenever you call wait to finish, if the thread is still running its code, it's freezing the program as if it was just one thread. So the way to check it is you say if thread dot is alive equals false, then you call wait to finish. So is alive checks if it's running its code, and it returns false if it was done. And that should be it. Alright guys, thanks for watching. That should be it for the basics of threads. Like and subscribe. See you in the next one.